Hello my beautiful and sublime ladies. You're welcome to another video on this channel, The Sublime Lady. My name is Grace and I sincerely welcome you to another video. I apologize for having not uploaded videos consistently the past few weeks. Something came up and I couldn't muddle the boat. So in this channel we discuss about woman, elegance, power, femininity, being of high value. And so today we're going to be focusing on how a high value woman, an elegant woman, chooses the best quality of a male partner. It's going to be featuring everything you need to know as a high valued woman, what kind of man you expect to have in your life. You don't go about jumping from man to man or having low expectations of men. That is actually not what I want you ladies to have on this channel. And that is why I'm making this video. So we're jumping right in. Now, what are the qualities of a good man? What are the qualities of a high value man? First, he has to be a good man. Yes, that man has to be good. I mean, he should not just be good to you, which is actually the most important, but he should also be good to other people, his family, his friends, his work colleagues, even the beggars on the streets. I mean, he should just be a good man. This is not to say he should be a pushover or a doormat. It means he gives everyone respect that is due to each person. He respects them, he greets when necessary, he uses please and thank you when necessary. He has courtesy, not just to you, but to every other person. Because if this man, who you are intending to get on together with, is only cautious and kind to you, and rude and indifferent to others, chances are that when he gets married to you, or when you are in a long committed relationship, the cautiousness and the kindness he has for you would wear thin. Because it is not coming from a place of attitude, of his character. It was coming from a place of trying to impress you. And we all know that impressions don't actually last that much unless it is something that is inherent, something that is coming right in from you. So first, you have to look out for a very good man, a good man. Then the second, you have to look out for a thoughtful man. The man you're intending to spend forever with, or you're intending to have something serious going on with, he has to be thoughtful, in the sense that perhaps you go to a movie together and then you're feeling cold, and then he's putting on a blazer and then you're shivering of cold. You may not actually say it, but because he's a gentleman and he's thoughtful, he gives up his blazers for you. Or perhaps you go to somewhere and the seats are dusty, and then he has a handkerchief or a wipe. He wipes your chair just before you sit down. He's thoughtful. Or perhaps you went to the grocery store, and then you bumped into him and you're carrying a heavy bag. He volunteers to carry the bag for you. He doesn't just, fall into step with you and then let you carry your load while he talks to you. I mean, I've had an experience like that. I was carrying a container, a heavy container. It contained water and it was heavy. And this guy walked up to me and he began weighing me. He couldn't even, be cautious enough or thoughtful enough to, carry the load. Yet, he was weighing me. I mean, this is what you should look out for. Because women are the prize. We are actually not the only prize, but we are the major prize. So, 3, that man that you're looking out for must be neatly kept. Yes, I didn't say he should be handsome. I didn't say he must be tall. I didn't say he must be dark. I didn't say he must be fair or of a particular build. But this man you are looking out for a long committed relationship or marriage has to be well kept. He has to be well groomed. He has to take care of his hair, his teeth, his odor, everything about him. He should wear ironed clothes. I am not saying you should look out for guys that wear high street brands. Okay, not high street brands. Guys that wear trendy clothes, Gucci, Fendi, Actually, no, that's not what I'm talking about. And to be very honest, high value men don't actually have the time to spend so much money on, trendy clothes like the ones inscribed Gucci, inscribed t-shirts, and no, 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 no. I mean, whatever he has, be it a white plain t-shirt, it has to be neat, tidy, and ironed. So you need someone that is well presentable, such that when you two are together, you feel proud to introduce anyone to your man because he looks good. And who doesn't want that? I know I want that. So I want the best for you, and please look out for a man that is groomed. He doesn't have to be of modeling height. He doesn't have to have modeling features. He just has to look neat, and majority of the physical attractiveness would be solved. So 4, this man you're looking out for must have a reliable source of income. He must have a reliable source of income. I can't overemphasize this. I mean, if you check the divorce rates in various countries, America, in Africa, wherever it is, you'd understand that what causes divorce majority of the times is because the man has failed in his duties to provide for the family. And now I'm not talking about reckless providing, you being the woman and then you expect Hermes bag, Louis Vuitton shoes, and all those things are beautiful. I mean, who doesn't like luxury? But then those things are not necessary. They are not necessities. You should have a man that has a reliable income. Or if you're still a student and perhaps the people you roll with now are your fellow students, you should have the potentials. You should have the hard-working spirit. You should see in him the zeal to be ambitious. You should see an ambitious spirit in him and the zeal to make it happen. Do not end up with a man that sits on his on his ass and waiting for his parents or his uncles and his aunties to come to his aid and looking for free lunches. Please don't do that. And even if you have a steady source of income as a lady, you're a boss lady, you're an independent lady, I advise you and I admonish you, please don't have anything serious to do with a man that doesn't have a serious and a reliable source of income, because you would get tired of it in the future, because he can't even take you to nice places. You have to pay for things, and yes, when you get married, you split bills if that's what you guys want, definitely. But then it doesn't have to come out of a compulsory. No, you'd understand what I'm saying if you've ever been with a guy that doesn't have a reliable source of income and then you're the one footing majority of the bills. I don't want that for any of you ladies listening to this. So now, for 6, or I don't know what numbering, I think it is the 6th one, you should be with a man who is always striving to win your love. I mean, we all know when men want something, they give it their best. I mean, before they got us, when they were winners, they would take us to nice places, they would call us every day, they would tell us how beautiful we look, they tell us how much they love us. And when we get into relationships with them, it begins to wear off. They stop doing those things that they did that got us attracted to them. While I actually understand that with time those things become not as important as it used to be before, but then you should stick with a man that always makes an effort to love you. I mean, when you're in trouble and perhaps you drop a text like, "Oh, boo, I don't feel so well today," when he reads the message, you should be able to respond as fast as possible. Perhaps, place a call across you. I mean, 2 years into your relationship, you should still be crazy about it. You should still want to take you, to cinemas. They should still want to take you on date nights. They should still tell you how beautiful you look, still tell you how much he loves you, still call you at least once every day, to remind you of how much he can do without you. Then you can be satisfied that this man loves you very much. And when a man loves his woman very much, there are very few things he can do for her. So the very next thing you want to look out for a man you want to spend a whole lot of time with is a man that never gets so angry with you that he begins to use curse words on you, and much worse, he begins to hit you. I mean, yeah, we know there are men, we have aggressive men, and perhaps you feel that when you do something wrong or when you don't do something right, that the best way the man should react is by yelling at you with curse words. I understand that we all have times when we get angry. I mean, I get angry and then I yell at people, but then I make conscious efforts not to, yell with curse words. And it becomes a problem when this guy that you're intending to spend forever with, he's always, calling you bitch, he's calling you, you this motherfucker, and, all these things, these curse words. I mean, you as a high value woman, you should not want this from someone that you want to spend forever with, because from there he could begin hitting you, and then you begin to put up with these things, and you think, okay, perhaps I'll change him, I'll talk him out of it. No, baby, no, sis, please run for your life. I mean, don't stick with a man that doesn't know that a lady should be treated right. I mean, you don't see people yelling out at the queen. Just consider yourself as a queen. You don't have you're a queen, but you don't have a crown, but you're still a queen, you're still a princess. And when you do something wrong, definitely you'll be yelled at, but you shouldn't be cursed at. That's the very big distinction. So we are also talking about having a man that has the same value as you. I think this would be the concluding point in order to make this video as concise and as brief as possible. I want you to look out for a man that has the same value as you do. I personally, I am a family-oriented woman. I should say I'm kind of a traditionalist. I am majorly a traditionalist, a conservative person, and I am a liberal. Yes, I am. But when it comes to role playing, I'm a very traditionalist person. Though I'm working towards my dreams. I'm a professional. I'm in the health sector. I'm a pharmacist actually. But I'm just trying to say that I want a man that wants to settle down with me and have kids with me. A man that I can count on, that won't cheat on me. A provider male. A man that is willing to treat me like a lady. I cannot find this qualities that I listed. I can't find them embodied in a man perhaps with dreadlocks, a man that wears tattered jeans, and I know that you can't judge a book by its cover, but sincerely, we actually do. It's something that is inherent in us. We see someone and we assume that this is the character of that person. So I don't want a man that raps and smokes and does all those things, because most of the time it's not going to end up right. I'm going to end up heartbroken, and this man would just want to fuck around and maybe get me knocked up with a baby, and then I become a baby mama and blah blah blah, and then the stories continue. I'm left with a deadbeat dad. No, I have to seek out for this in a man. I also want a man that respects my opinions, or respects the fact that I am a professional and I wouldn't have as much time, cooking and cleaning and blah blah blah. As much as I'm a traditionalist, I'll do my best, but then I also have my career. So whatever you want, perhaps you want a man that always parties and does whatever. You just have to find someone that has the same values or similar values as you do, because if you don't, there'll be hurdles on the way. There'll be clashes and lack of understanding. You keep late nights and he doesn't understand. You sit around clean. If you want to be a housewife, and then this man doesn't believe in women being housewives, he believes in women going out to get their dreams, and then when you're at home and you're doing the cleaning and the mopping and the cooking, he doesn't understand that you're actually doing something. He thinks you're just lazing about, getting fat, eating. So you have to get someone that has the same values or similar values as you do, to foster understanding and love. All these things are little foxes that spoil the vine, and we want to avoid them as much as possible. Now, I'm sure that I've been able to convince you and not confuse you with these few points of mine, that you, as an elegant, feminine, and high value woman, you need to look out for these qualities in whatever man you want to date or spend forever with. I want you to subscribe to this channel. I want you to leave a comment in the comment section whether you liked this video or not. Give me ideas on the next video, give what do you want me to talk about next. I have ideas, but I want to have an interactive section with you guys. I want to know what you want me to do, what you want me to talk about. Thank you very much, and I expect to see you on this channel. I don't know when exactly you'd see me again. I think next week, but I want to see you on this channel. Please remember to subscribe, like the video, and share the video. Thank you very much.